Hi guys, we have reached the end of 2021, and while looking back to the whole year, how it went, one thing surprisingly came in our mind that we should also track how our financials went. So Shiny has got into that very seriously, and then she has started making Excel, started making table of all the expenses and then all the savings that we have done and or what all the expenditure we had done for all the traveling we do. And now we will share with how our year went financially. We are going to share three things with you. First, what is our general expenditure, what we spend mostly on, what we do for our recreation, how much we spend of our income in trips and traveling, and then how we save, what we save in, and how much we save. Let's move to Shiny now.
Since we are having dinner right now, what is the better way to talk about expenses? Food, groceries, and shopping makes a very big part of our lives daily.
We have got this ballpark figures ki what are our monthly expenses and over the year how much it gets. Our main expense comes to food because we are foodies and groceries, and we make most of the food at home, so we don't order from outside and we restrict ourselves from eating out.
That also includes our shopping, going out for fun,
Yes.
eating out, and giving relatives gifts, several other expenses.
What we found is groceries, foods, and household items tops our chart.
And
Comes our
that is
rent,
around 63.6%.
63.6%. Comes our rent part, which is 22.5%, because we are staying out of our home, we are in a different state, so that's why we have a fixed rent that goes every month. And after that comes our maid, because we are very much dependent, both of us are working in office, so it comes to around 11.4% of our yearly expense. We have to pay our electricity bill separately for our rented apartment, so that also comes to around 2.5. So overall we can see that groceries is the main and rent, these two are the main expenses that we had, and that comes to around 63.6 plus 22.5, that comes to around 85% of our total expenses. So going forward with our calculations, the next big thing that comes up in our expense is
Travel.
yeah.
I was editing some of the videos of our last
Trip.
trip, yeah. I tried to calculate all our expenses that we had all throughout this year, and it happened that we had made almost 6 big trips
Yeah,
in this year.
those are the best part of our year, and that is the best recreation that we have over the years, and we crave for it, and we make it a point that we move in every couple of months.
We had been to Kolkata thrice, and along with that, we had one big trip to Himachal Pradesh and one big trip to Shillong, and also that includes Delhi also. So, other than that, we shifted from Vishakhapatnam to Agartala, and there are many places in Agartala that we also visited. Meanwhile,
Even in the trips of Kolkata, we keep on visiting nearby places with our family, so there are small trips inside that also.
the average cost of each trip comes to around 35,000.
For both of us, because we believe in budget trips. We plan our own trips, we book our own hotels and
So we
everything.
try to save something around 40,000 in 2 months basis so that we can go for all these trips. That's what I had calculated, whatever, like approximately, not the exact count that has happened. So that came around something like this. So that's a lot.
You can check this graph over here, that it shows that how much we do in our expenditure for the trips.
Now I'll come to the third part, and which is the best part of our entire yearly expenditure and income, that is the savings. So with me we have my saving guru, and he's the Warren Buffett of my house. And
That's too much to say.
because he has taught me investment, and we do believe in what we save and how we save it, and we try to teach everyone the basic fundamentals of investment and saving. So Shamu will tell us what and how our monthly or yearly income or expenditure and whatever, and how we save a part of it. So off to you.
We are simple, salaried people. Both of us are doing job, so we always need to plan our expenditure, and then also make sure that we have some part of our income into savings, because this is high time to save, because we are early in our life. So more the time you give to your savings, the better returns you get. So in our investment, it is not only investment. We save for everything: LIC, insurance, health insurance, term insurance. The provident fund part is there. So basically, we do most of it goes in SIP. So around 60% of what we save goes to SIP.
Like recently we are started to even build some of it in stock market. We are trying to learning it day by day.
Yeah, mostly we do our savings through SIPs in mutual funds, and then it goes to around 61% of our savings. Then we have health insurances, which is around 2%. LIC and term insurance, those come to around 8%, both of us together. And then again, there are small SIPs we do in special funds, which we ourselves select. So that again comes to around 4%. So there are extra things that we do, whatever we get as gifts, or what we have extra money with us, we invest it separately. There are many such places where we invest person.
And mind me, the things that people give us and that we invest, we again spend it. We end up spending it as well.
Yeah, because we spend it, we go to places, we visit places, we make so many trips. So we need the money, but we have to put it somewhere so that we get it when we plan for something. So we keep it aside so that we don't make the expenditure throughout the month, because we have like paycheck to paycheck kind of a thing. So we have to keep it aside.
So basically, our investment are is divided right now into 7 parts.
Cryptocurrency, yeah. These are the places we invest in, and these are the percentages you can see.
You may also feel that savings is entirely savings, but no, your health and your under this health and LIC plus term insurance, these are very important part of your life. And I must say that a part of your saving should go in all these
Yeah, you
things.
should always have that backup with you. And also in this SIP part, the mutual fund part that you are seeing, we have a liquid fund where we keep our contingency money, an emergency fund of around
6 months.
6 months of your salary, so that any point of time, if you have any kind of an emergency,
You can use
you
it.
can use that.
So basically, 10% of our savings goes to life insurance, health insurance, and term insurance. So that is a very vital part. Now, coming to the best part of my study, that I have done something with all my money and whatever, like how much I have spent and how much I have saved. So, this figure right here, what you can see is my total expenditure, total recreation, and calculated my total, like our total salary, and subtracted the total expenditure and the total recreation amount from it, and then it comes to how much ideally I can save from all the things. So that comes to around 52.8%. But don't get on it. I cannot save 52.8% entirely, right? So this is an ideal situation if I can just subtract it, and what my monetary issues are showing, that I can save like 52.8% of my entire salary to expenditure. But there is one big twist in this. So I have calculated something called the ideal saving with the investment annually, which is also a kind of saving. And whatever you save these days, that comes under a flow chart or something called a portfolio.
Portfolio is the kinds of assets that you are invested in. So it is a composition of all the properties or all the assets that you have.
Exactly. So I have divided my money, like entire thing, into my ideal savings versus the investment, annual investments that I have done to the portfolio, and my final portfolio, that is like the final result portfolio. So here, right here, whatever you see is the graph of my ideal savings versus annual investment. So you can see like 52.83% is what I just told you that I can save if I subtract it from my annual income, whatever I spend. But then investment annually, whatever I'm investing in a monthly basis, like whatever
we are putting aside,
yeah,
we are
that is
giving in
coming
the.
actually more than my ideal savings, because we told whatever we are getting, the gifts and everything, so that also we are putting, whatever the bonus we are getting, that also we are putting.
Then again we are taking out some part of that money
Yeah, so
for our
that's
trips.
the reason why the portfolio money that we are investing is much less than what I can invest annually. So
Right.
that is coming to again down to around 54.71%. And but here is the fun part, our final portfolio that I just downloaded just today, that is showing my entire investment amount as 63.46%, which is much higher, much higher than the investment annual, like annual investment. That means where is this money coming from? Tell us, what is this money, where is this money coming from?
This is usually the returns that you gain from the investment that you have made. So the invested part may be around 54%, but as a part of our income, the 63% is actually what we have as a corpus by the end of the year, because the investment that we do fetch us the profit of around 10%.
So that's it. That is why you should always invest.
Yeah.
And there are ways you can learn investment, and always you should keep a track on how much you are investing and how you are investing,
And
because
invest with your kind of risk appetite, because it varies from person to person, and what kind of a lifestyle you're having. But always prefer to have a
healthy
plan,
lifestyle and a planned lifestyle.
a planned financial planning, so that ahead of the expenses you keep the money away for your savings.
So that is what, this is the first time we have disclosed all our monetary things with people, I guess.
It's quite no, nothing, it's okay.
It feels good somehow, like we can share things with others.
Mhm.
We can help others do save. And maybe in 2022, we think we should find new horizons of investments and savings, and new horizons to travel to different countries as well as different places in India. We have our bucket list, we have our wish list of shopping, we have our things to do. So it
So
is,
our actual savings will come down from our ideal savings,
no,
because
that is the challenge, that we should
yeah,
always have a game
we have
challenge.
that one thing that we did for the whole year, and what are all the good things that we did for the whole year, what all good things happened, because it was a really great year for us. And yeah, we'll share that with you in our next video.
Okay, bye.
Bye.